Hi everybody, my name is David and I am your host here on the Cartoon Fortress YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am really excited to bring you guys continuing coverage of products from Bitmap Books. And in today's video we are going to focus on another one of their Visual Compendium editions, and this is spine number 7 if you're following along on that. And this is the Atari 2600/7800, a Visual Compendium. So we've got a very beautiful edition here as always, and as you can see, whoops, wrong side, this is an officially licensed Atari product, so that's really cool. And this is nice and hefty with the nice slip case included, and this particular book comes in at a total of 528 pages. And just as the other books include as well, this does come with a digital copy included. And the digital copy really is just nice to have as a backup, just something archived on your computer or hard drive. It's just a nice way to be able to reference the pages of this book, obviously just on the go wherever you're at. So the digital copies might be nice to throw on your Google hard drive, or something, or your Google Drive in the cloud, something like that, where you can just have these images to reference. I mean, there's beautiful artwork all throughout these visual compendiums, and just to throw in that digital copy as well is a really nice just kind of extra thing they throw in. So what I would like to do is jump over to the other camera so we can get this unboxed, and then I'll show you the inside of this beautiful book. Okay, so here is our beautiful book from Bitmap. This is the Atari 2600/7800, a Visual Compendium. As you can see here, again, we have this Atari officially licensed product, and we get this really beautiful animated lenticular cover. But let's go ahead and pull off the shrink wrap here. That way we can get a better look at the book without the glare. Now the Atari sticker, as you can see, is part of the outer shrink wrap, which is, well, I don't want to say it's unfortunate. I don't know if that would look good necessarily over the top of the lenticular cover, so I guess that really doesn't make sense, but it actually is a really cool looking sticker. So if that's something you want to save, I guess you could put it on the inside or something like that. But anyways, yeah, so we have this really beautiful, really colorful animated lenticular cover. You can see some of the tiles here are animating here as I move the book. Yeah, I just love the presentation here. And then as we move to the spine, there you get let's go like that. So there you get obviously the name of the book, and then there you have spine number 7. So this, in terms of the visual compendiums, this is the most recent edition that we have. So there are 7 total spine numbers in terms of the Visual Compendium series from Bitmap. And I will be doing my best. I've covered 4 through 7 now with the Visual Compendium series, and so I do plan on getting 1 through 3, so definitely stay tuned for more coverage, as always, with Bitmap Books. They're just becoming a regular thing that I cover on this channel. But if we flip to the back here, let's give you a look at kind of the intro to the book here. If you want to read that, you can. And then at the bottom there we have the website, bitmapbooks.co.uk, and I will of course add appropriate links in the description so you can go visit their site. They just have so many wonderful products available. And then we have, of course, Atari and Blaze Entertainment. So this has a copyright of 2020. All right, so we will go ahead and set our box aside, and I want to show you this here. So this is a really thick slip case here, so very, very sturdy, and will definitely help protect your book. And it's also interesting to note that with this particular edition, there actually was a collector's edition that included some, I believe, some postcards and a poster or two, and that was really limited. And so I obviously have the standard edition here, but that's something to be aware of, is when they announce new books, some of the time they'll have a kind of a collector edition. If you watched my video previously on the channel covering the Game Boy box art collection, I did get the silver edition, which was limited, and that was a really beautiful presentation with that collector box. So anyways, on some of these they do offer limited editions as well. So all right, we'll go ahead and flip over. So something to note on the cover, as with the other Visual Compendium editions, there's actually spot glossing on each of these tiles, and then that does carry through. The spot glossing, I mean, carries through here even underneath the dust jacket. So really nice attention to detail, as always, from Bitmap Books. So here we have the end papers, little welcome note, contributors, and then here is our contents. So here we have a listing of the 2600 games and then the 7800 system games. And then also we have interviews, hardware, cover art, prototypes, and then some homebrew items, which are always fun to look at. That gives you an idea on how this book is set up. So the games themselves. Oh, and then we have a forward, and then we actually have a history, which I love that they do a history on the system that that the book covers. So here we have the forward. I'm not going to go obviously through every page of the book, but I want to give you a really good idea of what to expect. And there's always beautiful photography throughout these editions as well. And then here we have a quote from Nolan Bushnell, of course the Atari co-founder. And then here we get our history on the system, and then I believe this goes through, so there's the history and interviews. I don't think the games actually start here until almost 100 pages in. In fact, so here's the last interview, and then we start in on the games here. So what I want to note here, you get really good information. Obviously, we get great art from the game, but then here you get the platform, the release year, the genre, the developers, and the publisher information, and then you get a write-up about the game. So that's really fun. You can see that's the case here with each of the games that they cover. So we'll go ahead and just kind of flip through here a little bit. There's Pitfall. Now, something interesting to note about Pitfall is this is, well, back when this game was released, so the release year on this was 1982. Jack Black was actually the kid in the original commercial for this game. So that's kind of a fun piece of trivia, something fun to look back on. If you go and do a search on YouTube for Jack Black Pitfall commercial or something like that, it'll come right up. But kind of fun to see him as a little kid in that commercial. And then yeah, just more great photography throughout. There's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. Here we have some prototype information. You can get a really good idea here of the quality that you get throughout the book. And then here we have some box art. Box art is honestly one of my favorite parts of kind of the video game experience. I love the art on classic games. Sometimes the art itself is better than the actual game. And I love how they feature the art of gaming and throughout their books. That's really what's first and foremost here. Obviously, being a visual compendium, they're taking a look at the art of the game. So we have some more interviews. And then getting to the back here, we should be, yeah, here's the home, yeah, so here's the home brew section. So here we have Zippy the porcupine, and kind of feels like it's mimicking something else that we really know. All right, and there we have the end, and you can see, whoops, you can't see. So that's page 527. Here we have 528 with the credit and thanks, and then the end papers there. So a really hefty edition here, and you can see the bookmarks on this are gray and red to match the kind of the overarching color scheme here. And then this goes back nicely into its slipcase. So a really beautiful edition here from Bitmap Books on the Atari 2600 and 7800 systems. And this comes highly, highly recommended. Price on this book, I do want to mention, is right around, I believe it's 30 British pounds. So US dollars, right around $40 for the book. And something to note as well is that you can actually, increasing your order in terms of amount of books does not increase the shipping price. So you can actually have 5 books shipped in one order, and it's really, in terms of the shipping price, I want to say it's something like 10 or 11 or 12 British pounds, right around there. So, and they package these books extremely well when they ship them. So that's something to consider as well, is you can have up to 5 books in one order, and you maintain that same shipping price of 10 to 12 British pounds, something like that. So really competitive pricing on that, which is great to see. But anyways, this book comes highly, highly recommended. All right, everybody, thank you so much again for joining me here on the channel and watching this video. If you did find this video helpful or entertaining in any way, I invite you to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button and the bell icon, that will actually notify you when I upload new videos in the future. And until next time, my name is David. I'm signing off with the Cartoon Fortress channel, and hope you have an awesome day.